afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 82nd Annual Meeting of the Membership for Park City Credit Union. Thank you for taking the time to attend this official meeting tonight with us. My name is Jolene Draxler, Executive Secretary for Park City Credit Union. I'm honored to be your moderator and appointed recording secretary for this meeting. Before our chairman of the board officially calls the meeting to order, I have a few housekeeping items to share with you. During the presentation, all participants will be in listen-only mode. When a motion and second are requested from the membership, simply use the chat feature, which is located on the lower right corner of your WebEx. There will be a question and answer session at the end of the meeting to address questions from the membership that will address to either Chairman Richardson or CEO President Invention. You can submit questions throughout the meeting by selecting Admin Host when clicking on the chat feature. The annual meeting is being recorded and a link has been sent to all registered attendees. I will now turn the meeting over to Jim Richardson, Chairman of the Board of Directors for Park City Credit Union. Thank you.
Thank you, Jolene. On behalf of Park City Credit Union, good afternoon and welcome. We are pleased to hold our 82nd annual meeting for Park City Credit Union. Your board is present this evening and respecting social distancing and sanitation responsibilities. The presenters are outside of the 6-foot radius to ensure that attendees are protected during this event. It goes without saying that we prefer to be holding this meeting in person with all of you at our headquarters in Merrill. But like many credit unions, holding our annual meeting virtually is in the best interest of us all. If this crisis has taught us anything, it has taught us that you have to roll with the punches. And we're all in this together. Your CEO, President Val Mindak, would also like to thank you for joining the meeting. Val, I'll turn this over to you.
Thank you, Jim. Welcome, everyone. I'm Val Mindak, President and CEO of your Park City Credit Union. And let me start by sending a warm welcome to all of you. I wish we were in person, and hopefully next year. We're going to be positive. We're going to be here together next year. We have learned through this process that Park City Credit Union becomes stronger when we work together, and our credit union members are stronger too. These days have forced us to learn a new digital world in which we perform our daily tasks to serve our members and to communicate effectively. Our credit union has remained open for business through the pandemic and continues to provide the essential services needed for our members. I'm very proud of the service that our employees and have provided you, and I thank you, the members, for your patience and your flexibility. Park City Credit Union members are the best. We all work together for the good of the whole, and this has been true for the past 82 years. Thank you again. I appreciate that you're here tonight, and I'll now turn this meeting back over to our chairman, Jim Richardson.
Thank you, Val. I would like to thank our board of directors for their dedication and service to this organization and for their commitment in responding to the membership of Park City Credit Union, representing membership of Park City Credit Union. At this time, I ask each director to approach the podium to introduce themselves.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bobby Borman. I have the purpose and passion to give hope to families and children in the Tomahawk area. I'm a chiropractor. I sit on the ELCO nominations and the compensation committee for Park City Credit Union, and I'm excited to be here and join you tonight.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Jeff Hoffman. I represent the Rhinelander area. And I've been on the board since 2015. I'm on the ELCO committee and risk management committee, and I'm chair of the credit committee. And I too appreciate everything that you've allowed me to do and do for our membership. So thank you very much.
I'm Paul Keenitz, longtime businessman in Merrill from the Riverside Athletic Club. I'm a part of the risk management committee also, the chair of the nominations committee. And I'm most proud of the fact that I'm a part of this team, Park City Credit Union and the board of directors. We have a great team. We have a great bunch of individuals that work for our organization. And as a board of director, I'm very proud of that. And also, I'm proud of the fact that we have a dynamic CEO.
Hello, my name is Rob Omeg. I've been on the Park City Credit Union Board since 2019. I serve on the nominations, ALCO, credit, and risk management committees. I've worked at Good Samaritan Hospital since 2007, currently in the medical surgical unit. And I just want to say that it's an honor to serve the Merrill community, represent the Merrill community, and serve all the members and employees of Park City Credit Union. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Leah Burbach. I serve the Merrill area. I'm currently employed at Church Mutual Insurance, and I have lived in the Merrill area for almost my entire life. I am the chair of the compensation committee and the ALCO committee, and also serve on the credit committee.
Good evening. My name is Gary Schwartz. I've been in business in Merrill for 45 years. In that time, I've always been interested in the development of the city and to help it grow. And being on your board of directors is a natural tie. I've enjoyed the experience, and Park City Credit Union is helping this community grow.
Good evening, I'm Lee Upsall. I'm the owner of Merrill Tool and Water Jet. I am the chair of the risk management committee and also serve on the credit committee, nomination, and ALCO. I enjoyed being a representative. I think I represent the businesses in Merrill, but also members primarily through my own employees at Merrill Tool, which I hope are representative of a broader population for Park City. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Steve Metz. I'm a CPA representing the Minocqua market, and I've been on the board about 4 years. And I must say, on all the boards I've been on, this is one of the most well-run boards, well-run organizations. Thanks to Val and Jim and the rest of the board members, and certainly to the members of the organization.
And I'm Jim Richardson. I'm the board chair. I'm a former English and history teacher in Merrill for 33 years. My wife and I also had a photo business. I really enjoy being on this board. It is a dynamic board. It looks out after you, our members. So thank you to all board members who are here tonight. And we'll move on now. At this time, I would like to call the 82nd annual meeting of membership of Park City Credit Union to order. We have 40 members present, which constitutes a quorum to hold the meeting. Jolene Draxler, Executive Secretary, is appointed to be the recording secretary for this official meeting. Our first order of business is to entertain a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes from the 2020 annual meeting.
We have a motion and we have a second.
Good. I'll now call on our nominating committee chairman, Paul Keenitz, to present the nominating committee report.
Good evening. I am Paul Keenitz, chair of the nominating committee. I have been on the board of directors since 2014. The nominating committee, comprising of 6 board members appointed by the board of directors of Park City Credit Union. Volunteerism is an essential ingredient for the growth and advancement of our dynamic institution. We are eternally grateful the unwavering dedication of all of our volunteers who have, over the years, given freely of their time, their experience, and ensuring the development of the credit union. The membership of Park City Credit Union has cast their vote during the election process. I'm pleased to announce the election results. Please join in congratulating Leah Burbach, Jeff Huffman, our chair, Jim Richardson, who serve as board members for Park City Credit Union for a 3-year term. On behalf of the nominating committee and the board of directors, we are grateful to serve you, our membership. We will continue to select committed board members to work on your behalf to ensure the continuity of credit union success. Chairman Richardson, please accept my report as read.
Thank you, Paul. The next order of business is Chairman's report. That would be me. I'm pleased to present it to you. Good evening or good afternoon. Depends on your opinion of what time of day it is, I guess. But thank you for joining us. Here we are again, meeting virtually rather than face to face. Last year at our annual meeting, we had attempted this new method of gathering Park City members with the idea that next year it would be different. Then we back to our usual format, complete with cheese trays. Obviously, we didn't go back to the face-to-face format, and the help yourself cheese tray isn't here. While disappointing in some ways, these changes and others were prompted by bigger and unique issues that often existed beyond our doors. That's the way it is sometimes, with challenges and decisions to address them. Maybe you remember the scene in the movie The Untouchables, when Sean Connery grabs Kevin Costner by the shirt and says, "What are you prepared to do?" In that moment, he challenged Elliot Ness to either continue to do things as he always had, or adopt a new plan. In other words, do what you have to do to address a problem, whether it's chasing down Al Capone or making sure Park City finds ways to best serve members under stressful times. Stressful situations can bring about one of two outcomes. Stated simply, one either succeeds or fails. How individuals or organizations react to frustrating circumstances determines one of those end results. Let me give you a quick example. In the 1940s, Betty Nesmith faced the challenge of being a single mom and a high school dropout. She realized that to care for her son, she had to change. So she attended secretarial school and eventually became a successful executive secretary at a financial institution in Texas. Wonderful, but there's more to her story. While there, she encountered a form of stress related to, of all things, erasing typing mistakes. Remember, this is in BC times, before computers. Thanks to a new typewriter ribbon, erasures often ended up in a mess costing time and money. One day, an idea came to her. Betty's mother had taught her art as a child, and she learned that artists paint over mistakes. Why couldn't a typist do the same? She went home to her kitchen, experimented, and came up with a tempera paint whose color matched the company's stationery. When she made a mistake, she simply painted over it and corrected it. Soon, fellow workers were asking for bottles of her miracle mixture. Eventually, she started her own business making liquid paper. How successful was it? She sold the company to Gillette, and when Betty Nesmith died in 1980, she left an estimated $50 million to her son. By the way, that son had a degree of fame too. Those of you who are a little more mature might remember Mike Nesmith as a member of what was called the Prefab Four, the Monkees. He went on to use part of his inheritance to develop music videos and started a thing called MTV, Not bad. And to think that it all started with a desire to act on a problem, erasing typing mistakes. Now, what does this have to do with Park City? For the past year, this organization has faced numerous situations for which there were those two choices. Continue things the same way, or risk being unable to serve our membership, or figuratively developing our own liquid paper, our solutions. We chose courses of action that allowed members to continue their relationships with Park City and even attracted new members to the family. When the lobbies closed, we stepped up to make drive-ups as efficient as possible. We introduced more members to remote forms of handling their transactions. Many of us found out that depositing a check by using a phone is amazingly simple and saves time. Betty Nesmith would be proud. None of this happened by accident. Thanks to the fantastic management team, staff, and board, Park City moved forward at a time when many other businesses struggled to survive. It was as if Sean Connery was asking Park City daily, "What are you prepared to do?" The answers always came in the form of actions designed to address the needs of our membership. Others here tonight can fill you in on the details of the successes of Park City this past year. However, as loyal members, you too decided to do things differently as Park City successfully navigated the demands of a pandemic. You, our members, also deserve a big thanks for remaining dedicated to this organization. You became part of the liquid paper that helped erase any potential threat the pandemic threw at us. In the end, any one of us could look at the success of Park City over the past year and say, in the words of Mike Nesmith and the Monkees, "I'm a believer." Thank all of you for being a part of Park City Credit Union. We look forward to serving you in 2021 and beyond. I will now call on Board Treasurer Bobby Burns to present the Treasurer's Report.
Thanks, Jim. Good evening. I am Bobby Bormans, Board Treasurer, and have been a member of the Park City Credit Union Board of Directors since 2014. Tonight, I'd like to share with you our 2020 Treasurer's Report. Please note that our assets at year end were $275.5 million, with member share and savings accounts of $232.7 million and loans of $210.3 million. Park City Credit Union realized strong growth in all areas in 2020. We added 1,223 new members to the Park City Credit Union member family. We are pleased that the number one reason for new membership continues to be due to referral from family and friends and the strong reputation of Park City Credit Union has as to service to our members in the Northwoods. The primary goal of your board of directors and CEO is to maintain a financially strong credit union. Reserves are a key indicator of financial strength, and I am proud to report that Park City Credit Union ended the year with a capital regulatory of 8.37%. We also want to exemplify key areas that the credit union is exceeding local and national competition and expectations. At the end of 2020, Park City Credit Union greatly exceeded our peers with annualized member loan growth at 11.3%, deposit growth at 20.3%, and asset growth at 22.5%. Our loan to share ratio also came in strong against our national peers, landing at 90.4%. We are also proud of our low excellent key ratios tied to loan delinquencies and associated charge-offs, landing at 0.220%. Overall, 2020 was an outstanding financial year for your credit union. Return on assets was strong as we outperformed national peers ending 2020 at 0.62%. Operating expenses control was also a key initiative for your credit union, with a 20 basis point reduction from 2019. The pandemic brought unforeseen operation expenses, so landing at 3.6% at the end of 2020 was a positive reflection of our management of the expenses of our organization. On behalf of your board of directors, we would like to thank you for your support of Park City Credit Union, and we look forward to continuing to serve you in the future.
Thank you, Bob. I will now call on Director Jeff Hoffman, Credit Committee Chair, to present the Credit Committee report.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Hoffman, and I'm the Chair of the Credit Committee for the Park City Credit Union. As an extension of the board, the Credit Committee continues to function in a supervisory capacity. Review of loan accounts and applications that have policy requirements, special conditions, or circumstances are brought to this committee by our executive management team. Our goal is to find solutions for our members to meet their ever-changing lending needs while protecting the credit union. Excuse me. 2020 was an unprecedented year where we worked hard to find solutions for our members that were impacted by the pandemic. Park City Credit Union found solutions to help all of our members. 2020 was a challenging but successful year for our lending teams. In total, our teams processed over $84.1 million in loans to help our members celebrate new purchases, ease financial burdens through debt consolidation, or to establish credit. Commercial lending services remain in full swing as we work closely with small business owners in all of our markets. We are proud to partner with the hardworking entrepreneurs that provide goods and services to our communities and beyond. We chose to participate also in the Payroll Protection Plan, the PPP, to offer our area small business owners financial relief from challenges presented by the pandemic. In total, we were able to distribute over $2 million of relief through this program. In addition, structured loan deferments and hit pay programs are implemented or were implemented to assist all borrowing members. Prudent lending decisions contributed to positive results in low delinquencies and declining loan losses in 2020. Our members realize the importance of maintaining a good relationship with their credit union, and our member loyalty remains evident of that. Additionally, 2020 was a year where we continued to invest in new products and technology to drive our loan processes and to ensure mandated compliance. Our goal is to ensure that we remain competitive and able to provide top-notch products and services to our member owners. On behalf of the board of directors and staff, I wish to thank the members of the Park City Credit Union for allowing us to serve you. We look forward to continuing the proud service of meeting your financial needs in 2021 and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. I'll now call on CEO President Val Mindak to present the President's report. Before Val begins her presentation, however, I would like to congratulate her on being one of 4 nominees for the Credit Union Hero of the Year. It's truly an honor for Val to be considered for this award. On behalf of the board, thank you, Val. You are our hero.
Thank you.
Now you get to speak.
Now I get to speak. I wasn't expecting that, so thank you very much. It's very kind. So hi, everybody. Again, I wish we were in person, but we're not. I guess I just want to start by saying, you know, a wise person is quoted as saying that necessity is the mother of invention. Or put another way, when the need for something becomes imperative, you are forced to find ways to achieve it. What a perfect quote to describe a very interesting 2020. Our main priority as a board of directors and the executive leadership is to keep our members and our staff safe. And we were committed to our members throughout the entire pandemic and continue that today. We never closed a single business day. We executed strong sanitation standards internally and with our members. making sure everybody was set, had what they needed, and were comfortable working with us. We reconfigured workstations, and again, made sure that we created environments that everyone felt comfortable with, no matter how people wanted to work with it. The phone became a very critical part of a service delivery. We extended our call center hours, and in 2020, you'll see on the annual report that you can download tomorrow that our call center actually took over 72,000 calls in 2020, which was a historic high. Also, part of our service delivery is we created overflow coverage for our phones, and we even reopened an old branch where we could provide additional drive-up services so that we could help our members in even more ways than ever before. In total, in 2020, your organization, throughout all of it, processed teletransactions of over 752,000 transactions occurred in 2020. I think that just speaks volumes to how our staff jumped in, how our members needed us, and we were there to serve them. So given the seriousness of COVID and the current economic and social needs of the country, that was really a year where we as an organization had to transform. So you will see on the board, on our website tomorrow, annual meeting or annual report that looks similar to this document, and it provides lots of great information and gives a great summary of how your credit union did in 2020. And I really invite you to look at that. And if you have any questions, please give our office a call. Looking back, I am very proud of our organization and how we handled this very historic year. You may think that I'm saying this because of the amazing results shared by our treasurer, Bobby Bormans, with asset growth that exceeded $50 million in growth last year, where we landed at a historic high of $275.5 million. Or you might think it's because of the strong lending report shared by our credit committee chair, Jeff Hoffman, who again shared that loans increased at record levels, ending the year of total loan outstandings of $209.6 million, which was again a $40 million increase, which was incredible. And those things are important, and our finances are very important. However, the most important thing that I'm proud of for 2020 was how our credit union stepped in to provide help to our members. We stepped in with loan modifications, payment deferrals. We worked with our members to accommodate their financial situations. We needed to be the light for our members during a very dark period in our history. The stories, the letters, the phone calls, the tears of joys that we experienced from our members because we could help them and provide them some opportunity and give them hope. It made us feel very, very happy. And it allows us to feel great about what we do and how we execute our mission every day. We also stepped up to the challenges that local businesses experienced, where they needed help. And the government's programs of offering the Paycheck Protection Program was suddenly in vogue and everyone was looking for them. We were able to get that product up and running. And as a result, again, as chairman of the credit committee, Chair Hoffman stated, we did disperse over $2 million in government-backed business loans to help our local community businesses in their time of need. I would call that transformation. The 2020 annual report is very impressive. The financials are stellar. However, that's just one measurement. The true test is how effective we are in executing our missions. And I think I speak for the board of directors and myself when I say that we couldn't be any more prouder of our staff if we tried. All of them, despite what was going on in their own personal lives, came in ready to serve our members to help them achieve their dreams. While the theme of this year's annual report is transformation, which defines that we find solutions and we adjusted our sales or our course of action, one thing never changed, and that was executing our mission to help our members fulfill their dreams while serving our community. That was our barometer and what we were looking at every single day with everything that we did. So when the pandemic came upon us, we were ready. We had strong digital solutions so we could give our members options. Members suddenly embraced more self-service digital solutions, and the pandemic accelerated our member adoption to use digital services and to access their account information like never before. In total, I would say that you can tell that our members really embraced that and that they they took the time to learn how to use those services to give them the relief that they needed and the access to their account they needed. In 2020, Park City Credit Union members accessed their mobile app 869,000 times. That's 2,400 times a day or 100 times an hour. That's just crazy and that's amazing. And we are glad that we were able to provide that service to give our members those peace of mind. Also, 2020 was a year of extreme financial success as shown on the annual report. Again, look for that link tomorrow on our website. In closing, the amazing results shown on the report are numbers. It doesn't show the true success story of our organization that we wrote together, both in the commitment from our members as well as the staff that found those solutions. And I'm so proud of the staff and the board for their dedication and commitment as they helped to write so many amazing chapters of our transformation journey in 2020. Every chapter was designed to invigorate, innovate, inspire, and impress our members and our community every day. I also want to thank our members for your patience and your dedication. We're very proud and excited to serve you and your family. And 2021 is turning out to be another very busy and member-focused year. Thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve as your CEO and president. And I'll now turn this meeting back over to Chairman Jean Richardson.
Thank you, Val, and thanks to everyone who did presentations, reports at our annual meeting tonight. At this time, I will entertain a motion to accept reports as presented.
Chairman Richardson, I have a motion and I have a second.
Okay, all in favor, indicate with aye. Opposed? Ayes have it, the motion is carried. There's no new business to come before the meeting. We do have an announcement. We are pleased to share that we will be donating $100 in food pantries in each of our markets on behalf of the Park City Credit Union membership. It is an honor to help this worthy cause and show our support within each of these communities we proudly serve. We're now at the question and answer portion of the meeting. I will ask the moderator for questions from the membership to address at this time.
Chairman Richardson, we have no questions at this time.
Okay, thank you. If you do ever have questions, please feel free to contact your credit union. On behalf of the board of directors, I want to thank you for being part of the virtual 82nd annual meeting. We value your membership and will continue to uphold our commitment to you, our member owners. There being no further business to come before the meeting, I will entertain a motion and a second. We have a motion? Okay.
Chairman Richardson, yep, I have a second.
Okay. All in favor of adjournment, indicate with aye. Opposed? Motion carried. The official meeting is now adjourned. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, everybody.